President Obama is on the second day of his trip to Mexico. Later today, he heads to Costa Rica. On Thursday, he held a joint news conference with Mexico's newly elected president. Domestic issues dominated that press conference. Major Garrett is traveling with the president in Mexico City. Major, good morning.
Good morning, Nora and Charlie. President Obama wanted to talk about trade and economic growth here in Mexico City and downplay discussion of drug wars, gun running, and border security hassles. But those issues and Syria intruded, driving Mr. Obama off message. President Obama's brief stop in Mexico City was hijacked by a series of domestic and international issues. In Washington, Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel confirmed the administration is now seriously considering sending lethal weapons to Syrian rebels.
Arming the rebels, that's an option.
Mr. Obama ignored previous recommendations to arm the rebels, and he still sounds hesitant.
We want to make sure that we look before we leap, and that what we're doing is actually helpful to the situation as opposed to making it more deadly or more complex.
The president wanted to sound optimistic about immigration reform. Mexico's economy grew at a 3.9% clip last year, reducing border crossings into the U.S. Still, half the undocumented workers in America are from Mexico.
We're a nation of immigrants.
Florida Republican Senator Marco Rubio said a bipartisan immigration reform bill that he helped draft is now in trouble because it's too soft on border security. Rubio expressed his concerns on conservative Sean Hannity's radio show.
The part we still have to do some work on is this border stuff. This bill will not pass the House, and quite frankly, I think may struggle to pass the Senate if it doesn't deal with that issue. So we've got some work to do on that front.
Mr. Obama supports the bill's current border security measures. The White House has already absorbed defeats this year on gun control and seen its deficit reduction agenda stall. Eager for a victory, Mr. Obama pressed for action.
What I'm not going to do is to go along with something where we're looking for an excuse not to do it, as opposed to a way to do it. The president also said he is going to continue to try to win the gun control argument in the United States Senate, even though many lawmakers, some in the president's own Democratic Party, believe that issue is dead for the foreseeable future. On gun control, the president said, if not other issues, he's nothing if not persistent. Charlie and Nora?
And so, Major, given that he said this is just round one, what happens next?
Well, Vice President Biden has made it clear he's going to be engaging with the United States Senate to bring back this issue again, essentially, in a couple of months. President Obama also said he's going to continue to work this. The White House does believe there's polling data for some of the senators who voted against the background checks issue that they may reconsider their votes. But I can tell you this, Nora, having talked to Democrats and Republicans, they do not expect to see this issue in the next 6 months. And if it does come back up, Republicans believe it will play to their advantage in the midterm elections in 2014.
But I do know Senator Manchin is anxious to do something, is struggling to find a way to come back.
Absolutely, and you see a lot of the families putting pressure on those Democratic senators, Major. So that's why the White House remains hopeful?
Yes, the White House remains hopeful. They do believe not just their voices, but the voices of those Newtown families and other victims of gun violence around the country will coalesce around this issue and keep driving it and not give up. And they believe that persistence will count. And Vice President Biden is willing to redo some of that language in the gun control language, particularly about background checks, to make it more palatable to some of those senators who opposed it the first time around.
Major Garrett, thank you.